What do you mean follow your passion? What are you, a hippie? I got bills to pay, I got work to do, you know? I can't just throw everything away and follow my passion. So yeah, what I mean is use your camera also for the things you enjoy. You can make money with your camera, and you can even do boring stuff and make money with your camera, but have some fun with it too. Find out what really floats your boat and get on board. Well, how are you all going? At the moment it's rather autumn weather here, and yesterday we had the last one of our humongous pine trees cut down at the back of our block, and it's now all lying there on the ground waiting for me to get down there and clean up the mess, which is going to take a while because I'm only one old guy. But yeah, it's raining today. I was going to get out there and do some stuff, but it's just a small break from the rain. I've come out here to, well, just chew the fat a bit, because I just want to get across one or two ideas. Oh, by the way, I'm shooting right now on the Sony FDR X3000. Some people call it an action cam, but I think it's a great vlogging cam. I've also got the little Fujifilm Palm, which you're seeing right now. Got an external mic plugged into it, a lav mic. Same with the Sony, I've got an external lav mic plugged into that. And they're both great little walk around vlogging sort of cameras. They both are totally different. The Fujifilm Palm is more of a gimbal based thing. Say hello to each other. Yes. It's got a screen on it and everything. I'm not going to give a review on both of them right now. They're two different sort of little walk around vlogging cameras that I use on different occasions. Now, what I am going to talk about today is, oh, by the way, say hello to Gertrude here. Don't ask me why there's a naked lady dummy on my back deck. I had nothing to do with it. What I am going to talk about today is what floats your boat. I went from the Nikon system to Fujifilm while I was a working photographer, mainly doing photojournalism, covering events, all that sort of thing. Both systems are fine for it. I just wanted to change. The Fujifilm cameras looked absolutely fantastic to me. I liked the workflow, I liked the design, and when I switched, never regretted it. Fantastic. So when you do change systems, you find there's a lot to replace that you had in the original system. So I had to go a bit nuts buying lenses as well as a couple of bodies. For work, yeah, I concentrated on primes and a couple of zooms. So I got quite a good range of nice Fujifilm glass to go with the lenses, and those cover all that I needed to cover. I also added in a couple of third-party lenses, the wide mill, especially the Samyang 12mm. I found I used an awful lot. So I ended up with some very nice Fuji gear. It sits there on my shelf now, because when COVID hit, my event photography just dried up overnight. Luckily I had other part-time jobs on the go as well, which kept going. But yeah, all that Fuji gear that I was working with, all of a sudden it was sitting there doing nothing, because I was doing nothing. And as most photographers had to do during COVID, we had to rethink what we were doing and why we were doing it. So with the work drying up, all the Fujifilm gear sitting there doing nothing, I was thinking, what can I do with my cameras now? Seeing as no one's paying me to do anything, I'll do what I like. I ended up starting with an old, couple of old Olympus lenses that I had from the film days, and just buying an adapter to fit from Olympus to Fujifilm FX mount. Had a bit of fun with them, expanded my range a bit. Over the years, people have given me old camera gear that they found in the garage or whatever that's sort of worth very little, but they thought I might be interested in, and often I'd find a lens or two in there. So it's a funny thing, in the 70s and early 80s, must have been a lot of Pentax gear hanging around, because most of the stuff I've given has been Pentax and Pentax mounts. So I've ended up with a lot of Pentax and third-party lenses with Pentax mounts, so just one adapter and all of them fit. It's been really interesting, and I've made some videos on, you know, testing out different old lenses of these. Then I found a lot of old lenses that are really nice, they're quite cheap. I bought a Helios 44-2, and although that's as common as muck, I mean that was the Volkswagen Beetle of the lenses. Probably more of them made than anything else. So they're everywhere and you can get them pretty cheap, but they're so nice to use. And a lot of people like them because of the swirly bokeh, but I like them because they can be very nicely sharp. What you focus on is crystal clear. It's really good. They're fantastic lenses for cheap Russian things. Also ended up with some other, you know, I've got a Carl Zeiss there, a nice Penticon. I've got a group of stable lenses here that I'm still playing around with. Got one or two Indostars, and yeah, a couple of big zooms that I thought I'd play around with. Some of them are rubbish, some of them are real keepers and fantastic. And it's funny when Fujifilm comes out with a new lens, everybody raves about, like the 50mm f1, costs an arm and a leg, as big as a truck and as heavy as a bus. I'm not that excited by it. What excites me nowadays are getting these old lenses. Now I want to show you this one here. I only got this yesterday. It was given to me by a subscriber. Thank you very much. And it says here Vincent INA. It's a 135mm f3.5. Forget the name Vincent. It's made by Ina, I don't know. Japanese company that made a lot of lenses for third-party groups and everything, short run stuff. I went on the internet to find out about this thing. There's no information about this particular lens. There's a little bit of information about a lens that's a very close cousin, but not this one. Now these things made by Ina are worth maybe $20 or $30, but luckily I was given this one, and this is my next lens I'm going to test. Now this is what gets me excited. Finding these weird little things, and sometimes not so weird, not so rare, but yeah, playing around with old lenses. That's what I really enjoy nowadays, because it's purely for me. It's a bit of fun and excitement, and you don't know what you're going to get. When Fuji comes out with a new lens, it's reviewed to death within the first week. Everybody knows what they're getting. It's not going to be bad, you know that. Modern lenses. So when you get an old lens, it's a real discovery. How's it going to work on my camera? Is it going to be any good on any camera? Because some of those things, neighbours are working, some of those things are old and dodgy, and they were dodgy when they were new. But others are really good class efforts, and you can pick them up pretty cheap. So I'm having fun with old lenses now, and I'm having fun doing stuff for myself. Work's picking up a bit more. I'm doing more and more photo jobs, and I enjoy them. But in between, love getting those old lenses. So, let us know below, what floats your boat? What things do you really enjoy picking up your camera for? Because let me encourage you in that. Follow that passion. Have fun with your camera. Okay? Bye.